Welcome to Voice of Africa, the channel where we uncover the stories shaping Africa's present and future. If you're passionate about African geopolitics, regional integration, and the lives of everyday people, you've come to the right place. Today, we're diving deep into a story that has stirred emotions and sparked debates across West Africa. Senegal's decision to stop recognizing Mali's Niger card as a valid travel document. What led to this sudden shift? How does it affect ordinary Malians, and what does it mean for the future of free movement within the region? Stay tuned as we break it all down. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to join the conversation and stay updated on stories that matter. Now let's get started. For decades, West Africa has been a region striving for closer integration under the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. One of its core principles is the free movement of people across borders, allowing citizens to travel visa-free using simplified documentation. The Niger card, short for Numéro d'Identification National, was Mali's answer to this regional aspiration. It has served as an essential identification document, particularly for those crossing into neighboring countries like Senegal. But now, all of that has changed. Last week, Senegal announced that it would no longer recognize the NINA card as a valid travel document. Instead, only two forms of identification are now accepted: the ECOWAS biometric card and the ECOWAS passport. For thousands of Malians who rely on the Niger card for work, education, and family visits, this decision has created significant challenges. Border crossings that were once straightforward have turned into hurdles, leaving many stranded and frustrated. Imagine being a trader who crosses the border weekly to sell goods, a student eager to start classes in Senegal, or a father planning to visit his children. Suddenly you're told your Niger card isn't enough, and you need either a biometric card or a passport, both of which require additional time, money, and access to administrative offices that many rural Malians lack. This is the harsh reality now facing many Malian citizens. Take the story of Lassina Dao, an international driver working for Benso Transport. Recently, 11 of his passengers were turned back at the Mali-Senegal border because they didn't have the newly required documents. For transport companies like his, the situation is more than an inconvenience, it's a financial strain. Passengers without proper documentation are being sent back, leading to delays, cancellations, and losses for transport operators. According to one transporter, at Senegalese borders, passengers without biometric cards are being forced to return. This has created chaos for travelers and companies alike. The Niger card, previously a symbol of convenience and accessibility, has become a roadblock for many. Its rejection has turned everyday activities into logistical nightmares, forcing people to navigate bureaucratic hurdles that were once unnecessary. Senegalese authorities have justified their decision by citing concerns over document standardization and security. They argue that the Niger card lacks the advanced security features of the ECOWAS biometric card and passport, which adhere to stricter international standards. For Senegal, maintaining border integrity and preventing misuse are non-negotiable priorities. But is this truly about security, or is there more beneath the surface? Some experts believe Senegal's stance could also be influenced by its evolving relationship with Mali. With Mali under a transitional government and recalibrating its diplomatic ties in the region, the dynamics between these two neighbors are complex. Senegal's rigid refusal to engage in dialogue with Mali has raised questions about the broader implications for regional cooperation. The ECOWAS vision of a borderless West Africa now faces a critical test. The free movement of people is a cornerstone of regional integration, enabling trade, economic growth, and cultural exchange. However, Senegal's refusal to recognize the Niger card risks unraveling this vision. What happens if other nations follow suit, demanding stricter documentation or implementing unilateral restrictions? The ripple effects could undermine decades of progress toward regional unity. This decision also sets a concerning precedent. ECOWAS protocols were designed to simplify cross-border travel, not complicate it. By rejecting the Niger card, Senegal has introduced a barrier where none existed, challenging the principles of trust and collaboration that the bloc was built on. At its core, this issue is about people, not just policies. The sudden rejection of the Nina card has disrupted countless lives. Families are being separated, traders are losing income, and students are missing out on opportunities. For rural Malians, the impact is particularly severe. The Nina card was accessible and affordable, serving as a lifeline for those in remote areas where administrative services are limited. By rejecting the Nina card, Senegal is effectively imposing additional financial and bureaucratic burdens on these individuals. The strain is not limited to Malians. The interconnected nature of West African economies means that disruptions at one border ripple through entire regions. Transport companies, marketplaces, and communities dependent on cross-border movement are all feeling the effects. Malian authorities, led by President Assimi Goïta, have expressed deep concern over the decision. Efforts to negotiate a transitional arrangement where the Nina card could continue to be recognized temporarily have so far been met with categorical refusal from Senegal. This lack of compromise has left Malians feeling frustrated and disrespected. President Goïta, in a recent speech, emphasized the importance of the Nina card as a symbol of Malian identity and sovereignty. "This is not just about a document," he said. "It's about dignity and our right to be treated with fairness." His words resonate deeply with many Malians who see the Nina card's rejection as more than a bureaucratic issue. It's a matter of national pride. While the current situation is challenging, it also presents an opportunity for Mali and Senegal to reaffirm their commitment to regional cooperation. A transitional arrangement, where the Nina card is temporarily accepted while citizens transition to biometric alternatives, could be a practical solution. Such a compromise would uphold the principles of ECOWAS while addressing Senegal's security concerns. For now, the onus is on both governments to find common ground. Malians, especially those most affected, need support in navigating the new requirements. Providing resources for obtaining biometric cards and passports should be a priority. At the same time, Senegal must recognize the human impact of its policies and work collaboratively with Mali to ease the burden on citizens. Regional organizations like ECOWAS also have a role to play. By facilitating dialogue and ensuring member states adhere to shared principles, they can help prevent similar disputes in the future. Strengthening institutional frameworks and promoting mutual respect among nations are essential steps toward a more united West Africa. This issue is about more than borders. It's about the values that unite us as Africans. If you believe in the importance of dialogue, mutual respect, and regional unity, let your voice be heard. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Senegal should reconsider its decision, or is this a necessary step for border security? How can Mali and Senegal work together to resolve this crisis? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Voice of Africa, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on stories that matter. Let's keep this conversation going as we explore solutions that benefit everyone involved. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Together, we can build a more united and prosperous Africa.